Hey there everybody, Thet here, and welcome to Thet Plays Rimworld, a story generator by Titan Sylvester version 1.0, 0.2059 64-bit. We finally made it to Rimworld version 1. This game has been in early access for 5 years, and it's been quite a journey, I'm sure, for Titan and Ludian Studios. It's also been a bit of a mini journey for me as well. And we finally made it. Now, I did beta 19 as a vanilla run, so this time I'm going to go ahead and mod it on up. As you can see over here, these are all the mods that are currently active, and I'll have a list of them in the description below. It's going to take freaking forever to draw out this description, but I'm going to do it because I know there are people who are going to want to have this mod list themselves and play the game the way I'm playing it. Which, hey, good for you. Let's go ahead and dive in with a new colony, and I'll show you guys around of what I found to be new in these mods. First of all, you can see abandoned androids. That's a little bit of a clue, but we're gonna do a modified Crashlanded scenario. I have Prepare Carefully, so I can go ahead and just modify this however I want. I do want to start as new arrivals, and I do want to start with some level of technology. I don't want to go from a tribe all the way up again, even though that's a fun way to play. I want to get a head start on the technology so that I can start doing some other things instead. But we got plenty of things to explore here. We're going to take Cassandra Classic with double the population. We're going to play on medium with reload anytime mode. Medium just because we have new technologies and stuff to explore in the mods, and I kind of want to have a little bit of breathing room to do that. What's our seed going to be? I don't know, man. How about perfect? Do a perfect seed. We'll see how that works out for us. There is sometimes a bit of an issue with the world generation. Hopefully not this time. If there is, I'm going to skip the ones that aren't going well. But we'll see. Perfect, just like it says. All right. As you can see, we got plenty of factions here to play with. We have the Dominion of Ereberon. Yeah, that's it. Ereberon. A Outlander Union. That's civil. A Rough Outlander Union. Oliner Amalgamation. They don't like us as much. We have a Gentle Tribe who really doesn't like us. The Tyrannical Arrow-Kin League. That's the Gentle Tribe. The Savage one is the Godless Lizard Coalition. Tony's Outlaws, the Pirate Band, Tribal Raiders, which are like tribal pirates, the Alliance of the Fearful Club, the Orion Corporation, an Orion installation. They have a lot of high technology as well. I have no idea where they sit. Oh, there they are. They're the exact same color as the pirates, which I guess that makes that a little bit easier to tell who they are. They got a lot of red for pirates. And then Hills to the Uprising, an android insurrection, which you can see. Actually, you can tell the difference between all the pirates. The Skull and Crossbones are your average pirate bands. The skulls with the huts are your tribal pirates. The skulls with the little rounded skull domes, these ones, are your android pirates. And then finally, the houses are your Orion installation. So we got the good guys, I'm just going to call them, Ereberon, guys who like us down here, guys who don't like us as much, the Amalgamation up here, and then finally you got the Tyrannical Arrow-Kin League, who does not like us very much up there. I'm thinking maybe setting myself between the Godless Coalition and the guys who like us might be good for some trades. The whole way they're set up, by the way, so they're not random all over the place. That's part of a mod that kind of keeps groups close together, kind of like nations, wouldn't you know it? Kind of like this location right here. It's on a rainforest. You have year-round growing. It's pretty neat. You have about almost 2 diseases a year, which is less great. Some limestone and slate. Limestone's pretty decent building material. A mountainous terrain. The only thing I'm missing here that I would want is a river. I want a river. I haven't built near a river yet, which is kind of weird because rivers are pretty neat. So I'm kind of following some of these rivers. If I could, I'd love to have like a mountainous river region, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. You know what? I could settle right next to Buttori littoral, like right here on this dirt road where this tropical rainforest is. Still have year-round growing. Same disease rate. We got some granite. A huge river is here, and it's going to take up a pretty decent chunk of the land space. Yeah, let's do this. This will work. Let's go ahead and make our area just a little bit bigger. Yeah, 275 by 275 should be nice. And, oh wait, since this location is within 4 tiles of another faction base, they will feel you are encroaching on their land, and relations with these faction will worsen every 15 days. Oh, it would go down by 30? Holy cow. How about here then? Yeah, what about this place? Still a huge river, still some sandstone and marble. Not on a mountainous area, but other than that, there's some mountains nearby. You could always, you know, take advantage of those, in theory. Yeah, we'll try that. There you go. Now they don't complain. Okay, now it's time for us to prepare carefully and put together some colonists. Give me a moment, folks. I'm going to wait for the prepare carefully button to go. Here it goes. It's coming. There it is. Okay. I'm going to put together a team here of people we have seen before, mostly. And I'll be right back when I'm done with doing that. All right. Welcome back. So now we have our primary 6 that I'm going to be taking along. Bringing along myself, Volpe, Dismas. You may have recognized some of these from Beta 18, by the way. Reynold, the Knight, Mystic, a Colony Kid, Senpai is a technician. Was he in 18? I think he was. Anyway. Mystic was also in Beta 19, but didn't last very long, so we're going to bring him along here this time just to give him another chance. If you want to be in this colony, by the way, feel free to go ahead and let me know in the comments section below. If you've already been put on the list from Beta 19, you will be in the list for version 1 as well. I'm going to start with a titanium longsword for Reynold and 3 auto pistols and no other weapons. I don't want to give us too much here. We do start with a female Arctic wolf. I'm going to keep that the same, and basically everything else is from the default start. So we're going to start with that. Get out here and get on with this. So again, I'm just giving myself a little bit of a head start, kind of, because I want to go ahead and get a base built and start doing some things with it. Namely, that pirate base is near us. I want to see about taking that out pretty much as soon as possible. If and I can. If and I can't, well, then I guess I won't, huh? All right. Just waiting for that map to put us down where we're going. Then the real fun will begin. At least in theory. 3 of you awake, and there's suddenly 3 more of us, and we're on Rimworld. Anyway, we're all going to crash. Here we are. Okay, this river is indeed huge. Like this map. Beautiful. Lots of lush greenery. Thanks to a mod here. A couple of things we want to check out before we even start moving around. First is going to be our tabs. We have the pharmacist tab, which allows us to set when we start taking care of people's wounds and what medicines we use. Relations tab. Nobody has any relations yet. Here's the relations between all of the factions. It's all pretty great. The world tab, of course. We got a Mechanoid tribe near us, as well as a Tony's Outlaws tribe. We actually have 2 Mechanoid tribes near us. One just called they're just called Settlement. I love it. They don't even name their places. Research tab is new, by the way. Got an upgraded research tab. It actually is quite beautiful looking, but it has to load like this every time you want to use it. So it takes a few moments. Don't worry about it. It's working. It just wants to make sure it doesn't have everything all twisted up, if you know what I'm saying. But check out this finished result. Right here. Yeah. Look at that. That is a beautiful research tree, you gotta admit. It's also freaking huge. But it's nice. We start with the stuff that's all filled in, and the stuff that's just like highlighted is not stuff we've researched yet. If it has a filled in border, then we can research it, or at least we have the stuff to go down the line. If it's not, then we're lacking something like a high-tech research bench. But we got researches all the way from Neolithic, which is in the red, all the way over here, which is straight up Architect in the purple. So some fun stuff to look forward to. For now, we're going to leave it alone until we can actually do some research, but still, all good stuff indeed. Reynald, go ahead and equip this sword. We also have a different HUD down in the bottom left. You can see all of their stats right away as I have them selected. Full name, when their birthday is. Apparently, we landed on my birthday. Hallelujah. Happy birthday to me. Any illnesses, well, any big ones. General mood, food, rest, recreation, feelings, health. It's a pretty great little list. Anyway, my shooting skill is at 9, so I'll probably pick up an auto pistol. Mystic, yours is at 2, but you do like shooting, but you seem to be better suited to melee. Senpai, you got a 5. I'm going to go ahead and give you an auto pistol. Dismas is our other candidate with a 12 and double plus. He's definitely grabbing an auto pistol. Then we're going to go ahead and unforbid everything here so we can start picking stuff up. We have a big old river here, as you can see. Got a bridge going right through it. It's pretty great. Some salt nearby. Looks like we got some steel in here as well as some machinery. If we cut all this down with no overhead mountain, we'll have a great place to build a base here. It's a weird spot for a bridge. Looks like we got some other ship chunks around here too. We do have a couple of buildings that are mostly filled in already with some marble walls. We could make use of those. In fact, if this is all... If there's no roof here, we could cut all of this down. Maybe even put bridges over all this shallow water and just build in this general area. Maybe. Maybe. On the other hand, there is sandstone buildings over here. Some of this flagstone on the ground just gives us some extra walking speed. I'm kind of liking this side, though. Even if I don't like the stuff that's here, I can build over it. Yeah, this river is kind of just cutting our colony right in half. We got some flommels here. They're adorable little creatures. As you can see, these ones are pink. I honestly don't know if that means anything to anybody, but they're pink. We got some Feralisk down here, too. Ugh. Spider enemies. Not a fan. Not a fan indeed. But let's go ahead and build some structures to start with. Go ahead and deconstruct the ship chunk. We've got a decent amount of wood to start with. So I just want to go ahead and build us a basic room to sleep in. And then after we have a place for us to sleep, we will go ahead and construct us some places to actually build things. So let's get a door in here. You know, I'm not even sweating it too much yet. Once you get that, everybody's got their guns. We'll go ahead and throw down 6 beds in here. There you go. Just a really rough place to start. Chop down some trees. We'll make some growing zones eventually. This arrow here lets us choose the quality builder. So now I could choose if I wanted to, whether this only came out masterwork or not. They would basically automatically deconstruct and reconstruct it until it came to the quality that I'm looking for. I don't need to worry about it yet. Don't get it twisted. That's something we can worry about once we have better actual constructionists. Right now, we only have Senpai doing construction. No. Dismas can help. I can help. Mystic's actually not that bad at it. Mystic can help. Volpe can help, too. For growing, we have Senpai helping out with that. We have Mystic who can help out. And Volpe's also pretty darn good at it. I am going to be primarily on research, though Mystic could probably help with a skill of 5. Dismas and I can help with doctoring, but Mystic is our best doctor. We don't have to worry about maintaining VATs or hacking yet, but eventually we will. Oh, I also have Progress Renderer. And then what that will do is actually render out an image every day of our colony. So I'm going to go ahead and not make it do the whole map every time. I'm going to just say, for now, let's do from this thing here to this here. And you can always see the icons for it right there. So it'll basically print out an image that is about this big every in-game day. Once we grow out of this area, we'll open that up a bit. Got some berries we could harvest too, which is pretty great. Already rocking out a good bed, but we got a poor one as well. I mean, it's not my favorite quality, but what are you gonna do? Let's go back to the work tabs here. Dismas does not like working with animals. Volpe's okay with it. I'm not good at it, but I could do it. Got some people who could do wardening. Reynold could help. Senpai's good at it. Hunting, anyone who can pick up a gun and shoot should hunt. Volpe doesn't have a ranged weapon. We also have a fishing skill now, which is pretty darn easy to use. You won't even believe it. Senpai could help with hunting, though. You have to have a decent animal skill to be good at fishing, and nobody really has that. I could learn it. So Volpe's going to be our primary fisher. Everybody helps with construction, couple people for growing, couple people for mining, smithing, and tailoring. Not a big deal this early on, although Reynold could probably help. Let him help with tailoring to learn the skill. He also likes art. He's like the only one of us who even cares about doing art. Not that I care too much about it right now. They're talking to each other. Reynold made a comment about friendly surgeons to Dismas. You can now see bubbles above their head to let them know what they're talking about. That way, you don't have to wait for me to click on them and go to their social tab to learn what they're talking about with other people. We can just assume that everybody's friendly and talking about friendly things. It's pretty great, in my opinion. All right, we got this, which is a basic. Let's go ahead and actually build a little farther out here. We're going to connect that, and we're actually going to go ahead and build a bridge over the water. You know, can you even put a bridge over non-watered areas? No. So what is this? What is the rest of this area? Swamp, marshy soil. Ah, Mystic and I chatting, of course, about the one topic there is a chat about, demons. Put a door on this side. This will be our initial storehouse. We'll just start getting some stuff put in here so that we can actually have stuff stored away. So this will be a stockpile zone. Once you get the chance, please do me this favor. We got people who haul, right? Yeah, everyone hauls and cleans except for Reynold. What a jerk. Lots of trees around here. Lots of growth. Should be able to definitely get some veggies squirreled away, I think. We need something for recreation. We could do a gramophone or a radio if we had electricity, but for right now, Horseshoe's Pin seems to be the quickest, easiest, and probably the best solution. Don't worry about it. It's all pretty great. Looking all right in here. This is technically still outdoors because this door is not done yet. Can Senpai... Oh, okay, I was going to say, Senpai, can you finish this door? Awesome. We have an indoor barracks. That'll be good for everybody. We're just going to get in position here. Get some trees cut down. Get some more wood. We will eventually replace this. This won't be wood forever. And I want to get that done actually relatively quickly as well. So what do we got? What are we looking at as far as rock chunks go? Plenty of marble. So let's build a little spot down. Actually, we don't even have to do that. Let's just put a door right here. And then for production, we can go ahead and slap down not a sculptor's table, a stonecutter stable right here. And then we can start putting stones in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Clear all except for chunks. Beautiful. And we'll just start slapping chunks in there, and life will be good. Mystic and Reynold looked like they were talking about haircuts. It's pretty great. What am I doing? Hauling steel to the stockpile zone. I mean, that's pretty great. We do start with a decent amount of steel. We got 800 silver to start off, which is a pretty good little chunk. We also have our doggo here, Dino. An Arctic wolf. We should probably make her a little bed. I don't know if she'd fit in an animal sleeping box, so for now you can just have the spot. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the new stuff we got going on here. The rendering for pictures, of course. QualityBuilder, we covered those. Unforbid everything, that's pretty great. Finishing people off, all that good stuff. Mounting pets, we can do that, or at least we will be able to do that once we have learned the technology. By that, I think we just need to tame them a bit, and then we might be able to do that. Are dogs even mountable? It's a weird question, I know. Revenge chance on harm, tame fail, pain shock threshold, pack animal. I don't know. I just don't know. Try to tame it to be obedient, and then maybe we can find out. Well, you might as well tame it to do everything. She's a smart lass, so it'll work out. Back to the Architect tab. Lots of things related to being able to mount animals. Blueprints are back. Hallelujah, I'm very happy about that. Here instructions, we got embrasures. We will build those later on once we need defenses. We can build bigger doors, even bigger doors than that. Gates and curtains are available as well. Bridges are part of vanilla, of course. We also have this beautiful thing here, replace. This is why I want a stonecutter's table up as soon as possible. I can start making some marble slabs, or even limestone or granite. I almost said lamstone. I see sandstone, marble, of course. Is that all that's around here? Might be. That's okay. Marble's fine. It's not fantastic, but it's fine. But being able to replace this stuff without having to deconstruct it and rebuild it goes a long way. Production, we have a shellfish trap we could build. Lets us catch lobsters, crabs, etc. You have to place it, like, you know, adjacent to land or bridge. So you could, like, put that right here, and then we can put a fishing spot right here. So now Volpe or someone else could sit right there and fish. You have to have them, like, 9 tiles away from each other. So we can have, like, 3 of them on this bridge. See, Volpe's already going. She's fishing. Pretty great. We got the milling stone and food prep tables, as well as the oven. Those all have their uses, of course. We have a lot of furniture. Got a fancy telescope we could build. Chandeliers, street lamps, Tesla lamps, and Edison lamps. In case you want to be a little bit more fancy. Tables to put the lamps on. A dynamic relaxation chair, which is apparently, like, super fancy, and I don't know why we have that researched, but it is what it is. A floodlight and lots of things for storage, including meat hooks to store corpses, weapons racks, etc., etc., so on, for when you have, like, way too much steel or something. For example. Something about practicing the shivs. Exclamation point means you didn't find anything necessarily, but they're trying. That's what's the point. We don't really have anything new here. Not yet. I mean, heavy power conduit, but that's not that big of a deal. Senpai made a comment about using bombs. It's pretty great. Over in security, we have this shield, which is a cover from gunfire. 60%. That does make it a little bit worse, actually, than sandbags. So, there you go. Here in Miscellaneous, we have Lost Analyzer, Brutal Analyzer. These can only be built by getting cores, and you get those from raids and quests and missions. A telegraph, which will allow us to communicate with the outside world without having an orbital trade. Communications center. You know what I'm trying to say. Can make a salt mine, all that good stuff. Industrial, we have all of our rollers and stuff, so I can have automated movement. Could be pretty great once it gets going. Are we still chopping down wood? Or are we chopping down all we could here? Get more. Please, do me this favor. Here in flooring, we have a bunch of different floor types. Some nice wooden panels we could put down. Recreation we looked at. We have a wood stove furnace. In case we want to have a furnace that goes like that. Could also cook meals here, apparently. It's pretty great. Refrigerators of multiple different types, I was going to say. You can build an over-the-wall cooler. You put this on the wall and it does not replace it, which is pretty great. Something else we can look into a little bit later. And then remote tech for, you know, bombs, charges, mines, all that good stuff. Nothing we need to worry about right this second. All right, we're getting some more wood. We're almost done with this area, which is great. It takes 12 wood to build a single bridge spot. It's more than I thought. Wow. Someone caught a freaking piranha. Someone caught a catfish. Volpe snagged some cloth while fishing, which is just something that you can do. Yeah, you can pick up trash. It's usually just like 1 square of cloth or whatever you end up getting. Tiny fish corpse. Probably not worth much. Catfish, probably worth a decent amount of meat. But yeah, that's fishing. It's pretty great. All right, how are we doing on wood? Not great. Something about practicing with arrows. We're still working on it. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna love this big chunk of steel that we have next to us here. Can't wait to put that to good use. Really, Mystic? You had to goof that up? You had to do me this favor? Non-favor? Really, me? I had to goof that up? Come on, I'm making me look bad. There you go. Everything except for a couple of bridge parts are done now, which means nothing should deteriorate in here now. Beautiful. One more spot to go there, and then we can work on this stonecutter's table, which is what I'm actually excited about. Alright, Dismas and Thet talked about pet peeves. Senpai talked to Volpe about something. I didn't really catch it. With Mystic about hats. Practicing blackjack with me. Alright. I see what kind of things we consider fun discussions around here. Alright, good job, team. Senpai's actually just... And Volpe, too, are just straight up idle. Alright, we're gonna need to get ready to build a kitchen area next. So I want to get stone cutting started. So the sooner we can get someone down here, the sooner we can do that. It does require crafting, and right now, I mean, we could have anybody with, like, even a remotely decent skill craft that. So, we want that to get started. Wild boars around here. It looks like there's plenty of meat around here. You can't get that twisted. Also, we can go ahead and, you know, floor up the, that area. We could probably floor up this room too, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. I snagged a little bit of wood while fishing. It's pretty great. We need defenses. Don't worry about it just yet. I mean, we'll have to worry about it soon, but not just yet. Yeah, that's going to look different from than the bridge, and there's nothing I can do about that. Oh well. It's okay. We're making changes. It's working. Come on, get this done. Are we actually out of wood to do it again? More wood. Come on, team. We need this. This is a very important project. Because then we don't have to rely on wood nearly as much. Alright, we should have enough to do it now. People are starting to get the delivering dance on. Go ahead and chop down this bamboo tree. There you go. Stonecutter's table is go. Here's our new build system, by the way. As you can see, it looks a little bit better. Let's go ahead and try to keep us at 400 stone blocks. Got a little bit of bamboo. It's all just wood. Don't worry about it. All right. Now with that done, we're going to put down some blocks. So my next plan, I think I'm going to go ahead and make some actual bedrooms. And if I do that, I can turn this maybe into the kitchen. And then this will eventually become the freezer. So let's see about doing that. Anyone making some blocks? We got some made already. Yeah, Dismas or somebody made some stone blocks. Hey, a pineapple plant is growing. That is a long walk for that, isn't it? Tell you what. Let's make a tiny, tiny room here. And then we could put the rest of the blocks right here. Yeah. So blocks will be under manufactured, I believe, or raw resources? Yeah, raw resources. There you go. Should be enough for each type of block. Much better. And it's not like they deteriorate anyway. Cool. So now that they go in there, we can consider using those to build some bedrooms. And I kind of want to make a decent sized bedroom. this time, because I know most of mine have been, like, too small. We don't have any guest beds for visitors from this colony, so for now, we'll refuse them until we've built some guest beds. We have hospitality, the mod. It's pretty great, and we will make much use of it. Thinking for a basic bedroom, we do something like this. Have, like, an entrance right here, / exit, you know what I'm saying. Probably end up putting a bed in it at some point. And then we'll have to have flooring. Which we can do like rustic, beautiful plank flooring. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Get this done. We'll put a bed in it, and then we'll use the blueprints to copy it and make just a bunch of them. But we'll get the first one done first, and then we'll go slap down those blueprints. But we're making progress. We haven't even worked on food yet, but we got 3 days worth of food, and there's plenty of animals to hunt. And honestly, hit harvest, do this. There's plenty of food to harvest as well. If you think I'm worried, think again. I got nothing to be worried about yet. Plus, Reynald seems to be more than happy to do the work over there. We got an eel over here. So these actually need to be butchered. Otherwise, they're useless. So let's get a butcher's table going. You know, I can make this... Yeah, I can make this out of steel. Just to make that go a little bit faster. And we'll put it right here. Reason I want to put it here is because this will become the kitchen. That way I don't have to worry about moving things around like that. Anyway, works for me for now. Plus we're using up wood already. Chop down some more wood. Kind of keep the circle of life going, you know what I'm saying? So that's some freaking pineapple. That is some freaking pineapple. Last 5 days. Excuse me. 5 days. Cool. All right, auto-saving. Dismas says it's time to name this place. Well, we're going to be called, the Ragamuffins. And this is definitely going to be the start of a new Ragamuffin city. The best Ragamuffin city. Humble beginnings. Also, if I zoom out enough, you see little dots that represent us, basically. You'll see a red dot if it's an enemy. It's pretty nifty. Alright, we got a steel butcher table. Let's butcher creatures forever. Now they can take that fish over here and, turn them into food. In fact, someone already got on that. Looks like the eel got butchered. We got a little bit of eel meat, which is separate from fish meat. You can technically eat fish meat raw, they say. Although it's apparently better cooked. As someone who is a fan of sushi, I may disagree, but you know how it is. And you can make sushi, so who cares? Thet tried to woo Volpe by making fun of her eloquence. Volpe responded well and is now Thet's lover. Well, all right then. Those of you who have been with this channel for a while will know that I'm now in an awkward situation. But anyway, I still want the rest of this built. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Beautiful, perfect, possibly even professional. Create blueprint out of this. And this is our basic bedroom blueprint. Go ahead and export this blueprint so that I can always pull it back. And then we'll make a couple of these. So I kind of want them to share a wall. So I'm thinking I'll do that. And then 2 spaces between. They'll share walls. And then we could actually do one more. Boom. 155 wood, 115 marble blocks each. They're not cheap. That's okay. Double bed me, please, Captain. Put that right here. Let's try to not do a bad one. Try good or better. Good or better. Sounds like a fun time. So there you go. The fish should give us quite a bit of extra food for a little while. Plus, 2 beds get freed up, a good one and a normal one, which will definitely save us some money in the long run as well. What is that? The catfish? What's the catfish become? 29 meat? Fish meat? Cool. I think only the eels actually give you skin. You don't get to keep the scales or anything. You know, it's slightly unfortunate, but hey, I guess not everybody's a fan. Got some mega sloth wool and camel hair while fishing. Guys, we're picking up all kinds of weird random stuff. What are you doing? A little bit more eel. Someone keeps getting close to a break risk. I think it's Reynald. Yeah. Dude has had his sleep disturbed. He's in an awful barrack, unsightly environment. He's not having the best life. That's okay. We've just started. Life will get better. All right. Right now, they're concentrating very hard on getting the stone done, which is fine. You know, you got to have the foundation done. Don't get it twisted. But you can see where we're going now. Here's our humble beginnings of a brand new adventure. Excuse me while I talk about Top Hats with Dismas and also make a comment about parties to him. Volpe and Dismas communicated thoughts about the relationship between injustice and childhood experiences. A very heartfelt conversation. Also a heartfelt conversation about robotics, which is pretty great. That is going to be it for this first episode of Thet Plays Rimworld. I can just call it Thet Plays Rimworld now. That's pretty exciting. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by giving a like. If you want to be in here, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. Remember, if you're already on the list from Beta 19, you are still on the list. Although you could show up on stream in Beta 19 or in this series. So stay tuned to both. See where you get in. Thanks again for watching this episode of Thet Plays Rimworld. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.